Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a space round with the Gustav Karl. I wound up doing better in space with it than I did on the ground, but that may partially be the build, because Gustav Karl is a ground-compatible suit, so it has some advantages on the ground, though it does have level 2 AMBAC, which is sometimes the province of space-compatible suits, as I recall. They may have changed that, I forget. But either way, the Karl, it's not bad. It has the active guard feature, which I'm probably going to not use particularly well from time to time here. And but yeah, I think the big change is I rebuilt it for offense. Mostly leaned into its melee stat being super high. So that's kind of, it has decent ranged weapons, but as you can see, they don't do a ton of damage. Granted, I have type disadvantage on that. That's a game lock, I believe, that I'm shooting. And I thought that melee shot, I thought that swing would hit, but it looks like it didn't. Either way, I got the kill. And that is, I believe, I'm not sure. Might be another Karl, might be something else. Didn't get a good look. Oh, it's the DJ-SER. Yeah, that thing and I wound up having clashes for a long time this round. But as you can see, yeah, ranged weapon power is a little bit light, unless you really lean into it, which I didn't. I couldn't take down the SER when it was downed, even though I hit it with a bazooka and a beam rifle shot, and it had almost no health. That may be why I've wound up favoring the Vulcans on this a fair bit, because yeah, the Vulcans, they are fast firing, and they do acceptable damage, so yeah, you can do pretty well with them. So, and if you if you're trying to get something killed fast, they're not a bad choice. That is a Thunderbolt Gundam. That's a great thing for me to be fighting, except I decided I'm going to go shoot whatever just shot me in the back while I was trying to focus on it. So here I am, fighting against type like a smart, but yeah, against type, leaning into the melee damage. 4,400 downswing on a game lock. So, and you have to figure that it's not unlikely that anything at this cost probably leaning into melee defense as a support, because I would. That took a lot more Vulcan rounds than I expected, but again, Vulcan did the job better than anything else probably would have. Missed the SER, moving forward a little bit. I've mentioned this before, and you probably noticed as much yourself, or yourselves, because I'm hopefully more than one person's watching this at any given time. But sometimes it's better to just move forward so you have a chance to reset than it is to pull back and, try to clash head on again. And I don't think I'm going to get the SER, because for one thing, it's got help coming this way. Yep, just stop me cold. But got some okay damage on it. But yeah, it's another general with no dodge roll, so I guess that's kind of why it and I wound up fighting against one another so often during this. Kind of like, okay, well, we each know we have an opponent that cannot dodge out of the way, so let's see what we can do with that. And like I said, I'm still not good at timing the active guard or knowing when best to use it. Like, the time I usually think to use it is right after I've been stunned, and that doesn't work. It's like the one time it doesn't work. But that's kind of the problem, is most of the time when I get stunned in this, it's usually a surprise. And if it's not a surprise, I've probably already started attacking or something. So, just not in the right headspace for the active guard just yet. And it's a skill I need to work with more. But got the game lock again with some help from number 4, who is in a Zeta Gundam Hyper Mega Launcher type. And looks like I think number 5 just got somebody, so that's good. And yep, and of course the Vulcans also let you just move while you're attacking, which I've said it before, I just want to see more mobile suits that can do that. Having if we get a second giveaway suit in December, I'd love for it to be something that has the Sinanju's, mobile shooting skill. Because that's a neat skill, and it ignores maneuver armor when it's active. And, yeah, it's just I like it. And that one I can sometimes, when I'm thinking about it, actually make proper use of, so. And I'd like to see that come in on something that, everybody would be able to use. Not sure where you'd go with it with that, honestly. I can't think of anything like off the top of my head, though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I again just trying to predict what they're going to do at any given time is kind of futile because it there's a lot of mobile suits to pick from out there. I do like that we've actually finished the Hyakushiki family now. There might be some other more rare variants, but we have, I think, every variation on the Hyakushiki that shows up in G Generation Genesis, at least. So that's pretty notable, I'd say, because there's a lot of them. So, okay, stun the SER, hit the SER and a Karl, hit neither with them with the downswing. Ah, man, it's all the short words that just get scrambled and out of position. But, let's see. And stunned it. I was just kind of waiting for the opportunity to do that, and got the upswing. And now I'm trapped in the corner with everything. Which, I was going to try Active Guard if I'd gotten back up in time to do, anything. But no, I was very dead, because there were, between 3 and 5 people trying to kill me, and they succeeded. So, now that's one thing that would probably make the game kind of, I don't know how well it would run if it did that, but I'd kind of like if they added more of this floating debris every time a mobile suit blew up. Just 1 or 2 pieces would work, but that would be interesting. Especially if it was a recognizable part. A hand, a segment of a Zaku cable, something like that. But again, just a random thought. Certainly nothing that would, change gameplay for the better or anything. So, let's see. That is dead. I think that was a Shars DJ, which I only saw a couple of times in this round. And we've got about a minute left. Here's the SER again. It stunned me. And I tackled. And let's see. Yep. Teammate got it dropped in their Gundam Mark V, so I'm just going to wait for a good opportunity to fire. See which direction it goes. Well, instead I'm fighting the other Gustav Karl. That's fine too. Yeah, it does... Gundam Maniac got it last night and was talking about how he thought it needed more anti-stun skills, and I'm kind of inclined to agree. It does not. It stuns very easily, especially since their damage control, which I believe is the skill it has works on build stun, I believe, and there's just an awful lot of one-hit stun at 650. But again, not a bad suit, just taken a while to learn, and just for whatever reason, I wound up doing better here in space. 5102 on an upswing to the Thunderbolt Gundam, so I definitely should have gone in the other direction at the beginning there. But it was a good one, we won, and that bazooka still looks tiny on the thing, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, so 6,000 out of our 16,000 points for me. That Mark V did 108,000 damage, I had top diversions. And I got 8 kills, 2 deaths, and 108,000 damage, so I got no problem with that. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I keep eyeballing the Gustav Karl kit now that I've gotten to mess with this, but probably going to wait on any more Gunpla acquisitions until after the holidays at this point, I think. Especially since so many of my Transformers pre-orders from halfway earlier in the year are starting to come in.